Welcome, my name is Robin. Welcome to yoga. We are continuing our beginner series today for balance. So if you haven't checked out days 1 through 5, check them out. And we're going to get started standing today. So stand with your feet hip distance apart. Look down at your feet. Make sure the pinky side edges are parallel to one another. And then lift your toes up. Spread them as wide as you can. Feel where the four corners of your feet root down. The place under the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the inner and outer heel of each foot. Feeling that sturdy foundation. And then start to plant your toes down, maybe one by one. Awesome. And then gently lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps, pull in your belly, pull your shoulders up and back, up and back. And then find your center line, maybe close your eyes. Just notice what it feels like to stand on your 2 feet. Perhaps you notice a little swaying. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then sigh it out of your mouth. Again, big breath in. Sigh it out. And you can keep going like that, or you can seal your lips. And breathe in and out through your nose. Checking in with how you're feeling in your body, and feeling in your mind. Maybe take your hands to heart center with your eyes still closed or just soft, and set an intention for your practice. Let it fill you up. Another deep breath in and release. And release your hands if they're in prayer, and open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. You can keep them shoulder distance, or maybe your hands touch. And then exhale, just your arms back down by your sides. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, turn your palms out, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms in, lower down. One more like that. External rotation of your arms. Look up. If that's comfortable, pull in your belly and then lower your arms back down as you internally rotate just slightly. All right, good. So from here, at the front of your mat, we're going to warm up our bodies a little bit more with some sun salutations. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. You can keep your arms wide, or you can take them in prayer. Inhale, take a half lift. If you have blocks, you can place your hands on your blocks. Lengthening from the crown of your head out through your tailbone. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Take another inhale here. And exhale, fold. Step your left foot back so that your right knee is over your ankle. You're reaching out through your left heel. Your left knee is lifted. lifted. Pull your heart forward. Draw that right hip crease back. And then tap your left knee down. And come up to your right thigh. You can pad up underneath the knee. You can keep your back toes flexed, or you can flatten it out. I like to keep them flexed to open up through the bottom of my feet, which really helps with my balance. Pull in that belly, lengthen your tailbone, energetically hug your inner thighs to the midline. Maybe reach your arms back behind you with your palms forward, your chest nice and wide. Airplane wings. Take another breath here. And then exhale, lower your hands down. Come to all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Exhale, press the floor away, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, starting with your tailbone, lower your tailbone, your belly, pull your heart forward for a cow pose. Again, exhale, round, making space in between your shoulder blades. And inhale, open up. One more, exhale, round. Inhale, open. And then come back to neutral. Tuck your toes, if they're not. Lift your knees and send your hips back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big breath in. And big breath out. With your knees bent or straight, look forward to your hands and step that left foot forward. If it doesn't quite reach your hand, you can pick it up and guide it forward, maybe with your hands on your blocks. Pause here in your low lunge, your runner's lunge, drawing your heart forward, reaching out through that right heel, engaging the front of the right leg, the quadricep muscle, drawing that left hip crease a little back and your right hip forward so you're squaring your hips. And then tap that right knee down and come up to your left thigh. Press into the thigh, activate through your low belly, open up through your heart space. Feel a nice stretch on the right side of the body. And then you can stay here, or you can reach your arms back, open up wide through your chest, airplane wings. Your left knee stays over your ankle. Your gaze is steady, maybe at a point in front of you on the floor. Or you can close your eyes to challenge your balance. Another inhale here. And exhale, lift your back knee up and step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale your hands through your heart to your side. We could do that one more time on the other leg going back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. This time, step your right foot back with your hands on blocks or not. Lower the knee down so you're right above the kneecap. And inhale, come up, maybe lift your arms up this time. Hold on to your right wrist, take a side bend. This might be very small. Pull in that low belly to help with your balance. Open up the right side of your body. And then inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lower them down. Come back to all fours. Stretch your right leg back and off. Toes point down, squeezing your glutes. Stay here or left arm forward by your ears, spinal balance. Your hips are square to the mat, as if you had headlights on your hips, your hip bones, and they're pointing right down. Another inhale here. And exhale, lower your left hand, your right knee, maybe give a little wiggle or a shake. And switch, stretch your left leg back, toes point down. Strong through your shoulders. And maybe reach your right arm forward by your ear. Pulling in your low belly, protecting your back. Your head is in line with your spine. Your gaze is straight down or maybe a little bit in front, but you're not cranking up your head. Another inhale here. And exhale, lower your right hand, your left knee. Give a little wiggle, maybe a shake of your left wrist. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips, down dog. You can pedal out through your heels, shake your head. Find a moment of stillness. Feel that long spine. And then look forward to your hands. You're going to take a big step forward with your right foot. If it doesn't reach, pull it up so that your right knee is over your ankle. You can always lower the left leg right away. And then lower the left knee, if it's not. And come up. Maybe reach your arms up. Squaring your torso to the front of the mat. Staying here, holding on to the left wrist and taking a little side bend. You can keep your gaze where it was, or to challenge your balance, you can look up under your armpit. Whenever we move our focal point, it challenges the balance, so just notice that. And then take another inhale. And exhale your hands to the blocks. Lift your back knee up. Step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, take that half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, big breath in. And exhale your hands to your heart and to your sides. Good. So we're going to take a chair pose. So with your feet hip distance, or you can put them all the way together. You can also take a block, if you have a block, or a cushion from a sofa, and press into the block. And then bend your knees, sink your hips back. Your knees are tracking with the center of your feet. And keep your hands in prayer. Your toes are nice and loose. You could lift them up, but you don't have to. Hug those inner thighs towards the midline. Maybe put your arms forward, or maybe up, even goalpost. Take another breath here. And then stand tall, hugging the block in, lifting up through the center line. Back to your Samasthiti. And then remove the block. If you have blocks, you might want it for this next part, but you don't need them if you don't have it. All right, so there are options. We're going to do a standing figure 4 stretch. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right knee up. Just see what that feels like. Flex the foot, hug the outer hips in, and cross the ankle over your thigh. And then start to sit back. So you can stay with just a little bend in your knees, reaching your hips back like you did for chair pose. You can hold onto a wall or a chair. Or you can lower your seat back, reaching your sitting bones back, your thighs back, and place your hands on your blocks. So this is a big stretch for your hips. If it's too much, back out of it, come back up. If you want to deepen it, depending on what you've been doing, how your hips are, maybe you're going to take your left hand and gently press into the ball of the foot, just to assist, not to force. And you can have a bend in your standing leg. You can bend and straighten it. Just see what feels good as you open up through that hip, especially that outer hip. And then slowly come back up, pulling your belly in and release. How'd you do? We're getting more with each day. We're progressing. That's how it is. And balance is something to be worked on every day. I always say that. Sometimes the posture might work and sometimes not, but just enjoy the process, see what you learn in the meantime, and feel your body. Let it feel good. So shift your weight now into your right leg. Draw your left knee into your chest. Using that strong core, flex the foot and cross it over your right leg. So maybe take your hands to prayer. Maybe you start to lower down, widening your sitting bones. Maybe you take your hands to blocks or to the floor or to a chair. Or maybe you assist by gently pressing into the foot. This is especially good if you've been cycling or doing a lot of running. Open up through the hips. Noticing the weight in your standing foot. Trying to balance it out. Another breath. And then slowly inhale, come up, and exhale, release and shake. All right. Take your hands to your hips, your feet a little bit wider. Take some hip circles. Pull in that belly. And then reverse your circles. Soft bend in your knees. And breathe. One more circle. And then stand tall. Bring your feet back in. Samastitihi. We have one more balance posture that we're going to work on. It's airplane pose, which will progress us towards warrior 3. Maybe we'll do tomorrow. So you can keep your blocks on your mat if you would like, just in case, or be near a wall or a chair. You're going to shift your weight, draw your right knee into your chest. Pause here. We were just here. Reach your arms up. And then lower your knee down, lower your arms down. Switch. Lift your left knee into your chest. Reach your arms up. And then lower your knee, lower your arms. All right, we're going to add on to that. Weight comes into your left foot. Lift your right knee into your chest. Reach your arms up. Flex the foot like we did for the figure 4. And then, with a slight bend in the standing leg, start to reach your right leg back as you move your arms. You might stay with your leg bent. You might not go very far back at all. Or maybe you start to straighten the leg as you reach your arms open like an airplane. Palms down, wide chest, flexing the foot. If it's too much, you can always take your hands to your blocks or to a chair. Trying to square your hips, long neck. And then put a bend in the knee, come back and release. How'd you do? We're gonna do the other side. Shift your weight into your right leg. Draw your left knee into your chest as you reach your arms up. Pause here, pulling in the belly. Flex that left foot. And then start to send the leg back. Send that energy back as you reach your arms back. Just see where you can go. Maybe starting to straighten the leg. Pointing the toes down. Pulling your heart forward. Squaring your hips as much as possible. And breathing, the most important part. And then draw the knee back into center and release and shake. All right, awesome job. Wherever you got to, let that be enough without judging yourself. It's just a practice and we'll keep doing it. Inhale, arms reach up. Lower your right arm down, take a side bend. Inhale, back to center, side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. Pause in your plank. Pressing the floor away, reaching out through your heels, wrapping your triceps back in towards your body. So it's nice and open in your chest. You can always drop to your knees here. One more breath in your plank. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms back behind you with your palms up or down or in towards the midline, whatever feels most comfortable. Your legs are close together, no wider than your hips. Pull in your belly. Press into your hands. Lift your chest up. Your neck, your shoulders. Keep your neck nice and long. Feel the work in your upper back. And breathe. And then exhale, lower down. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Maybe reach the arms up. Maybe bend the knees and hold on to your ankles or your feet. Maybe kick the feet into your hands. Not forcing it. And then exhale, lower down. Bring one cheek to the mat, windshield wiper your legs, if that feels good.
I love kids.
Turn your other cheek, just to be even. Release any tension around your neck. And then place your hands by your shoulders, press back into a child's pose. Your knees can be wide or all the way together. Reach your hips towards your heels. Bring the crown of your head down, bring the forehead down to something. Either the mat or maybe a block or stacked fists. Just noticing how you feel in your body. Connecting back to your intention. Take another breath here. And slowly walk your hands in towards your body and come to a seat. We're going to end with a meditation seated, but if you prefer, you can lie down for Shavasana. Come to any comfortable seat. So that might mean cross-legged. It might mean legs outstretched. Could mean that you're going to sit up on a block or a cushion. If you're seated, root your sitting bones down. Pull the belly in, lift up through the center. Have your arms just rest on your legs, your palms down to ground. If you have a little excess energy, or maybe your palms up if you would like some more energy. I find the back bends of the locust pose that we did and bow pose very energizing. So I'm going to keep my palms down, but just notice what it is for you. Maybe close your eyes. I find it helpful to breathe into a count. So maybe breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. If that suits you, you can go like that, any number, between 4 and 8 perhaps. The work of your practice incorporate into your body. Stay in your meditation for as long as you have. But if you're ready to come back into your body, gently blink open your eyes. If you're lying down, slowly make your way back up. Your arms up. And exhale, draw your hands down to your heart center. Think of someone or something that you are grateful for. I am very grateful for you for practicing with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments anything you would like, how you're doing with the quarantine, if you have quarantine where you are at this particular moment, and what kind of postures you like. And I hope to see you tomorrow.